Hello again. It's been a while. Yes, my video upload schedule is absolutely atrocious, but life isn't all fun and video games. You'll have to thank uni for that. Anyway, so far this channel has only been full of really badly, actually lazily, edited videos of various game montages. My last two videos were the most different ones I've done and honestly the most fun to do. Today, I wanted to try something different. This video is going to be more of my feelings to the current state of many video games rather than me talking about something specific in the video game. So, let's get to it. Video games as a whole has progressed so far over the years. From Pong to the latest Call of Duty, so much of things have changed. Almost every game that's been released near or around the present time has a certain level of quality that would have far outscaled anything released pre-2008. The proof to this very hot take is the fact that games are constantly being remastered, redone, or even rebooted. Granted, of course, 2008 is already a decade and 3 years ago as of time of writing and hopefully release. All these video games are constantly added to, reiterated upon, further improved, constantly pushing the bounds of gaming innovation, and yet many of them also consistently fall flat. At least, to me. This is an excellent time to discuss on the reasoning behind this video, and all of it is based on my preferences on video games. In a very short and totally not convoluted explanation, I am the average casual FPS enjoyer that has an appreciation for lore, story, world building, music, tone, and really anything that makes the video game memorable, worthwhile, and lets it stand out among the rest. I enjoy a variety of games, MOBAs, third-person shooters, platformers, role-playing games. Really, I have dipped my hands into a lot of what the medium has to offer, but first-person shooters or FPSs are those that are dearest to me. FPS was the genre I grew up with and the one I have the fondest memories of, so it goes without saying I love the genre and all of its aspects. I play video games to have fun, to relax, get a good story, sometimes have an existential crisis here and there, and generally to have a good time. But the many good times end when I encounter what I believe to be the direction many video games are heading. One thing I really dislike about many modern video games, or at least those I encounter and have enjoyed in the past, is the consistent problem of time investment. I'd like for you, dear viewer, to reflect on this. Think about the game that you continuously play until now. How long have you been playing the game? Is there an end game or a final goal to reach? Have you reached it? How long did it take you to say that you're at least decent or at most knowledgeable of the game? Do you have to farm for materials, and if so, does it take long to get these materials? These questions really all relate to what I mean by time investment. A lot of modern games have so much competition that developers have resorted to creating reasons to keep you playing their game consistently and constantly. Things such as battle passes, gacha banners, events, operations, and similar systems which make you want but really have to play the game. If you do miss it, it makes you feel like you've missed content or at least a significant portion of the game, or it even creates a level gap or divide for the newer content that eventually comes out. This means that you have to take a significant portion of time in order to not miss out on anything, which really only makes you feel miserable when so many other games that you may also like to play have the same thing. How could I play to get a Valorant agent when there is a CSGO operation to do? How can I farm for my gacha currency when I have an Apex Legends character to grind? How can I get my Warframe parts when Warzone is doing a double XP weekend and a rotating game mode? It only makes me feel bad when I miss out on content on the games that I do like playing, and the only way for you to not miss out is to play more, and in turn takes out lots and lots of your time to keep up with all the things every game has to offer. It also doesn't help that some games eventually will have a power creep with every piece of new content that comes out, which forces you to get the latest, best, or meta items, builds, etc. to combat it, and again relates to investing more time to get these things. In contrast to this idea, I really like games that do have some time investment but with a clear goal in mind. Games with a clear progression of story or an actual ending to the game. This is why I favor single-player games much more than those that are constantly updated or have only multiplayer in mind. Sure, there is indeed a time investment, but you are able to get everything the game has to offer in your own time and in your own pace. There is also a case to be made in regards to the quality of recent video game releases. Not many of them pique any form of interest from me, but I attribute that to my very nitpicky way of choosing video games to play. At this point in time, there must really be something different or something unique to the video game for me to pick it up, or it really needs to have a better gameplay trailer and better PR. Although having a tried and tested formula in a video game does allow me to have some form of interest, but obviously yearly releases is a bit overboard, don't you think? Other than that, there is also the diminishing quality of a variety of continually updated video games. It has, at least to my eyes, devolved into updates that center mostly towards visuals, graphics, and cosmetic items like skins. Gone are the days of fun new game modes, and rarely do developers risk creating something new for their games. In my eyes, most efforts for constantly updating video games goes towards a very specific group of individuals that really are the massive majority of a lot of these video games, and that is the very vocal and very distinguishable competitive gamers. Now, I did say earlier that I was a casual, which means that ranks really do not matter to me. Although it would be great to be a distinguished player for my prowess on a video game, to only focus my gaming time to rank up does not equate to fun or happiness for me. Chasing the next win is obviously a good feeling. The spirit of competition is one I highly respect and take pride in, but having to commit so much to learn the meta, to farm for the best entities, to get high tier everything, it's no longer fun. It's making it feel more like a job or a chore. I play video games to be entertained, to pass time, maybe to learn a thing or two, but I personally think that a video game should never feel like you have to invest half your life unless you are fully committed to having this become a career. People keep saying, let's grind and rank up, when originally it should be, let's have a fun game. Many games have given so much emphasis to the competitive aspect of their video games that they tend to alienate those that play casually or for fun. There is also a stigma of the filthy casuals mindset that many gamers have, and I will admit, I too had it, until I realized that competitive modes are incredibly draining and tend to no longer be fun because everyone is trying so hard to win, which eventually leads to infighting, flaming, insult throwing, and so much more. It is so incredibly rare to find a calm and respectful match in a ranked game. No matter which game you are playing, if it has a ranked mode, you will experience a hell of a lot of toxicity. With all of the things I have talked about today, I think you'll understand my reasoning as to how I feel about video games lately. I fully try to enjoy all the video games I play, but with the way it's heading, I don't know exactly where it'll all end up. Will it continue on this hyper-competitive landscape, Will there be further improvements or innovations on tried and tested gaming formulas? Will it be cosmetics galore from now on? Only time will tell. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. Tell me, what do you think about the current state of video games? Leave your thoughts in the comments below, and now my mandatory reminder to tell you to like and subscribe, or really just do your own thing. This has been Anonymous707 signing out. Peace and have fun.
Put down. Get it. Hit. Huh.